Allow me to speak crude, to strip my witty words down to the level of gritty verbs and nouns bound by brief truths. I'm here to connect with you. I want us to click so much that I am willing to turn off these handy poetic devices that most writers use. And here's my truth. When a poet bears news, his words are spoken so that they do more than just tease your ears and amuse. His lines are real enough to connect minds without sounding funny. You may not marvel at his coarse rhymes, but his reason will send bolts of energy coursing through your whole spine. His tongue may not twist like a linguistic gymnast in competition, but his rare philosophies will make the hairs on your skin stand in ovation. Because when a true poet speaks, his words don't sound deep. His ideas do. The best poet is one who uses the simplest of words to communicate complex truths. His script may not be cluttered with metaphors and similes. He can afford with seeming ease to stack nifty puns neatly done, but he chooses to use layman's terms because the soul in his poem will show that it's not the lines, but the ideas behind the lines that define the mind. And it's in the mind that you find the man. When a true poet speaks, it stops to matter who your favorite lyricist is. So put your playlist on hold, close your ears, look at the glare in my open pick mind, check the ideas I mind. I'm speaking gold. Pay attention to why I'm speaking. Lingering on words, rhymes, and lines is getting old. See, I've been to every corner of language. I can utterly flutter the butterflies in your stomach directly, so when they flutter their wings violently, you feel how a man can touch you with his hands in his pockets. But if you deserve diamonds and gold, then that line is just coal. A true poet speaks to educate and liberate, principles that transcend the gimmicks in art, except it's difficult to change in societies that are gritty and dark, meticulously crafted to strip or cripple people holding such, because why would any African buy a golden watch if he or she knew how to activate their golden touch? When a true poet speaks, he doesn't flatter you with misused euphemisms used to boost your feminism. Swift words spoken to make your mind spasm, placing a light chasm between your thighs, as in, a true poet doesn't speak to make you want him. He speaks to show you that you are valuable enough to be needed. A true poet will tell you how beauty has no color and no size and no nation. A true poet will make you feel like you are the one in many millions. A true poet will make you love your African roots so much that you will want to wear your African name on your chest like a freaking medallion. When a true poet scripts, he doesn't want to speak. He needs to communicate. He doesn't expect your non-metric fit to walk miles in his semantic shoes through these pretentious words he says. He knows that English can get wild, they say. So he doesn't speak to belittle. He seeks to be equal. You don't have to be some of us to benefit from the sum of us. A true poet doesn't hide empty poems and bombastic words, artsy language, and sexual slurs that excite you only for as long as the line can last. A true poet treats your mind to the entire 90 minutes, mommy. When a true poet speaks, his words carry weight through times and seasons. His pen inks paths that bring minds to freedom. His tongue curls naturally around the truth like the untamed accent of his mother tongue. A true poet reasons that the best rhymes add no essence to the words of a pensmith who pens with no rhyme or reason. When a true poet speaks, you're not left snapping or clapping, you're left thinking. Because a true poet understands that art is supposed to service life. He understands that words are not just cute enough to amuse, but powerful enough to build or destroy. He understands the responsibilities that come with the power of having a platform, having a voice. So when a true poet writes, he doesn't write poems, he writes wrongs. So why do you write Dixie?